Hi, this is Vic, and I'm going to be talking about my 2014 Cadillac ELR. And as you can see, I'm starting off this presentation with what I call my stock photo of my 2014 ELR that I took in March of 2016. Now, because I'm talking about my car that is a 2014 model, does not mean that I'm talking about old technology, because I am not. Uh, the extended range electric vehicle and electric vehicles period are still in existence. Yes, the model numbers have changed and the years have changed, but they can use the exact same charging stations that I use. The newer cars, we all use the same charging stations. And since I purchased my ELR, I've greatly appreciated and thoroughly enjoyed not having to pump gas for every single mile that I travel. And now I'm trying to maximize my driving on straight electricity, and I greatly minimize using gasoline. And to that end, I found an app called carStations and a website called carStations. And the application and the website carStations has allowed me to reach the MPG that you see on that screen. Now, what this screen is showing is 192 miles per gallon average during the last 80.1 total miles. Okay. Now, on the upper left-hand side of the screenshot, you'll see it says energy usage discharge. Now, that's the last time. What it's referring to is the last time I fully charged the car. Energy usage discharge, when it says discharge, it's referring to the last time you fully charged the car. Because in those 80 miles that I drove, I did in fact, when it was convenient for me, I did in fact use the CarStation app that's on my iPhone to tell me where a station was if I felt like stopping, because I don't have to stop just because I'm running low on electricity. I can always start the engine or the generator and use it to generate more electricity for me, which I did do. You can tell that by the blue section of the circle, by the portion of the circle that is blue. Uh, and I used the carStations app when I felt like it. I used the carStations app to go to the nearest station where I do it, basically get a jump charge, a quick. I didn't get a full charge. I just get a quick jump, just another shot of electricity. Again, the last time this car was fully charged was 80.1 miles ago, which is a couple of days of me driving around. Now, as far as the carStations app, here's a screenshot of carStations carStations website from my computer. You see numbers that are surrounded by rectangles. You see the number 2 a couple of 2 or 3 times, and you see the number 14. Each number is surrounded by a rectangle. Now, in the center of the screen, the number 14 basically covers the center of the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. So there's plenty of charging stations there inside the city. Now, I live in just outside of 45, over towards the right-hand side of the screenshot. I live in Mint Hill, and that's fine with me that there's no charging stations in Mint Hill. The charging station that I have in Mint Hill is in my house, so I plug my car in to get home at night. As a matter of fact, as I speak right now, my car is charging and probably fully charged by now. I can drive anywhere inside of that circle, the circle of 45 that you're looking at, without using any gasoline now. Now that I have the carStations application and website, now that I'm armed with the website and the application on my iPhone, I can drive anywhere inside of the 45 circle without using any gasoline at all if I wanted to, if I choose to. The only thing that I have to pay for, the only thing that I have to pay is, well, it's going to cost me some time if I feel like stopping to get a jump, what I call a jump charge. I don't get a full. Typically, I don't take the time to get a full charge. I just take anywhere from 30 minutes to 60 minutes to give it a quick jump, and that's usually suits me fine. I still use a little bit of gas, as you can see in the previous shot. I still used a little bit of gas. I used less than a half a gallon of gas to travel 80.1 miles. Okay, 0.43 gallons of gas used to travel 80.1 miles, and that is, I thank carStations for allowing me to do that. Okay, now back to this carStation screenshot. And again, there's the number 14. It tells me that there's 14 carStations inside the city of Charlotte. Uh, um, when I zoom in, the little rectangles go away, and it shows the locations of the actual charging station, and gives the details, and also offers the address of where it's located. And some of the carStations do require a charge point card, and typically they're free. So basically, the vast majority of the time, I am basically traveling for free. In that oftentimes I don't have to pay. Most of the time, I don't have to pay for the electricity. There's one location that is about 100 feet from a Wendy's, and I typically will plug my car in, walk across the street to Wendy's, and just eat a burger and relax and do whatever I feel like doing while my car is charging. And I usually take about 30 minutes to do that, and it's well worth it. It's absolutely well worth it. And the advantage of the carStations app is that when I have it on my iPhone, when I energize it, when I turn it on my phone, I can look at my phone, and it will guide me to any charge stations that are in the city that I'm in. I don't have to be in the city of Charlotte. I can be anywhere, basically anywhere in the country. I can go to Atlanta, I can go to Florida, and go to New York. And if there's a charge point, a charging station that's registered with carStations, then I can find it, and my phone will tell me where it is and how far I am from it. So that's going to greatly help me greatly minimize the use of gasoline to travel, and increase my ability to use electricity. And once again, because my car is a 2014, does not make it obsolete. The new cars that are being sold right now can use the exact same stations that I'm currently using. I just want to point this out on how to maximize using electricity if you're interested. Before I found out about carStations, I was typically using my generator or my engine to pump up the electricity in my power supply in my vehicle all of the time, anytime I needed it. And the only place I was charging was when I was at home. But now that I have carStations has greatly increased my ability to travel mainly gasoline free. And I greatly appreciate that.